If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But we live in a world where we seem to think that we have got this self-made men and self-made individuals. But none of us are really self-made. Every single one of us, we're standing on the shoulders of others who've gone before us. Every single one of us have benefited from people who have added to our lives, who have given us some assistance, who've lifted us up, who've encouraged us, who've provided something for us. So understand that if you want to go far, you got to go together. Do you have an inner circle? Do you have a group of people who are trusted, who you meet regularly, who are able to guide, who are able to give you context, who are able to help move you forward? Your inner circle has to be made up of people who are going in the same direction as you. And when I say going in the same direction, I mean they may not be in the same profession, but they have the same perspective and mindset. They are moving forward, who are goal achievers, who are positive, who are proactive. And I want you to examine your life for a moment. I want you to examine the people around you and to ask yourself a question. Are the people in your inner circle helping you or hurting you? Are the people in your inner circle moving in the same direction as you are? Because if they're not, I want you to imagine for a moment that you're going north and someone stops you who wants to go south. For the journey, they are constantly trying to convince you that you need to go south. In terms of your inner circle, do you have people around you that are really trying to pull you in a different direction from where you are trying to go? So here's the thing. To be able to determine that, you must know where you are going. You must know what you're trying to accomplish. You must know the behaviors and the attitudes that you are trying to cultivate to be able to determine whether people should be around you or shouldn't. Now, this is not saying to you that you must castigate people as bad people. This is saying that if you are serious about becoming the best that you can be, if you are serious about achieving things in your life, for your family, for your community, for your country, to fulfill your purpose in the earth, you've got to be very deliberate and very selective about the people you spend time with. Now, whether you think you do or you think you don't, you have an inner circle. There are people that you speak a lot to. There are people who you spend a lot of time with. Evaluate them. So when you're around these people, when you spend time with them, what kind of thoughts are you thinking? Are these thoughts what you want? The next question is, what do they have you doing? What are the types of things you do when you're with them? And are these the things you are comfortable with? So what do they have you thinking? What do they have you doing? The third question is, who do they have you becoming? What type of person are you becoming as a result of your association with these people? And are you comfortable with that? So what do they have you thinking? What do they have you doing? Who do they have you becoming? And the final question is, or the fourth question is, are you okay with it? No, I cannot tell you whether you're okay with it or not. This is something you must determine. But to determine that, you must have a center. You must have some non-negotiables. You must have some things that you are clear on that you will do and some things that you will not do. So you must have a clear sense of values, a clear belief system that you are clear that these things I will do and these things I won't do. I will behave in this way and I will not behave in this way. And because you have that, you can make a determination on whether these people are leading you in the right direction. Though you may say to me, I'm an independent person. I can make my own decisions. It really doesn't matter. People rub off on you, whether you think they do or not. If you keep looking at a particular type of movie, if you keep listening to a particular type of music, if you keep reading a particular type of book, if you keep spending time with people who behave in a particular way, you are going to eventually become like them. I was with some friends over the weekend, and as I kind of went through, I began to listen to the conversation. And the more I listened to the conversation, the more I recognized that I don't want to be there. Now, there are some conversations I'm okay with for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. But if it goes beyond that, I am challenged. Because, frankly, some of it seems almost like deja vu. It's a conversation we may have been having 10 years ago. Most of us speak about things that we cannot control, and we spend a lot of time speaking and discussing things we cannot control rather than the things we can control. Take a look at your inner circle. Take a look at the people who you spend the most time with. Take a look at the books you read, the things you watch, things you listen to. Because they are the influencers that conditions and will ultimately make you become who you are becoming. Because who you are today, who I am today, is a direct result of the books that we read, the things that we listened to, the people that we spend time with, and the things that we watched. Guard what you watch and select an inner circle that's moving and helping you move in the direction of your goals, moving in the direction of your desired dreams and the life that you desire. An inner circle is essential. Remember the proverb, find people who are like-minded. Find people who are moving in the same direction like you. Find people who are thinking and behaving in ways that helps you. Let me give you a last example. If you are on a diet, but everybody you hang out with, when they go out to eat, they're eating some sumptuous, high-calorie desserts. It is a lot more difficult for you to resist those desserts if you're hanging out with people who are constantly eating high-calorie desserts and if you're hanging out with people who are passing on dessert or who are eating in a very different way. That's just how easy it is or how difficult it is, dependent on your inner circle. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But how far you want to go and where specifically you want to go will be determined by your inner circle. Choose and choose wisely. The people you hang around, the people you spend time with, the things you watch, the things you listen to influences your environment. Coach ENB again, encouraging you to pick wisely, to make the right decisions about the people, the things that you watch, you listen to, because they influence who you ultimately become. So your inner circle is a critical part of your success. Blessings.